Have you ever wondered how to get started in real estate without a license, without experience, without a lot of money? If you have, this is the video series for you. I'm revealing 3 ways to get started without experience, without money, and without a real estate license. Let's go. All right, welcome to part 2 of my 3-part series on how to get started in real estate without a lot of money, without any experience, and without a real estate license. By the way, if you do have a real estate license or you're thinking about getting one, I've got big news. I'm expanding my real estate organization globally, all 50 states. It's going to be everywhere, right? So after a decade in the industry, after selling $22 million in my first year in the business, after building a local regional team that has done billions of dollars in sales, I'm now expanding internationally, all 50 states. If you want to learn about how to partner with me as a real estate agent, send me a text message directly to my phone, 703-638-4393. Back to starting in real estate as an investor without money, experience, or a real estate license. Part 2 is coming up. As a recap on part 1, I went over how to do short-term rental arbitrage, so go back and watch that one if you missed it. That is one of my favorite ways to do it. Number 2 is a way that has been around for a long time, certainly longer than short-term rental arbitrage. It is called wholesaling. This is the process of generating leads or doing prospecting to find people that need to sell their home, right? They are in some type of situation, emotionally, financially, physically, whatever it is, they need to sell their home. There's multiple ways to generate this. I've covered this in other videos, so make sure you're subscribing and going back and watching some of my other videos because I do go more in depth than I will go in this video. But basically, you are going out and finding distressed sellers, people that will sell their home to you below market value. You are then going to turn around and sell that piece of paper, that contract, right? You are selling paper. You're going to sell that to an investor, a flipper, a rehabber, someone else that will take on the project, come up with the financing, do all the hassle of, working on the deal and selling it or renting it, right? Because that is super profitable, by the way, but it does take a lot more time and money. It's not as quick as wholesaling, so there's pros and cons, obviously, to everything. But in exchange for hooking them up with a good deal, for selling them the contract, you're going to get a fee. Now, the basic formula is you need to get the deal under contract for 70% of the ARV, that is after repair value, minus the cost of repairs. So if you find a distressed home that, if it were fixed up, would be worth $200,000, 70% of that is going to be $140,000. If it needs $20,000 of repairs, let's say, to get into that state where it's worth $200,000, well, you subtract that $20,000 from the $140,000, you're at $120,000. You need to get the deal under contract for that amount or less. Couple big things to remember here. You want to have an inspection clause in the deal. You want to try to keep your earnest money deposit low, and you want to, craft the contract. You're not doing anything tricky here. People are given ample time to review it and read it, but you want to craft the contract so that your losses are limited if you can't find a good buyer or if you need to extend the closing period. Wholesaling is a great way to get started in real estate. It doesn't take a lot of money. There's tons of ways to generate the leads. You can do paid stuff. You can do direct marketing. You can do digital marketing. You can get them to come to you, or you can drive around, look for distressed homes, knock on doors, make phone calls. There's lots of ways to do it, and it does work. Stick around for part 3. I'm going to reveal my 3rd way of building wealth in real estate without experience, without money, without even a real estate license. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in part 3.